Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Ari, and today we're opening up a little preview for Destined Rivals coming out next month. We got the two Japanese sets that make up Destined Rivals, Glory of Team Rocket and Heatwave Arena. And today we're going to open up a booster box of each. We'll start with the older set, Heatwave Arena, which is now a little over a month old, but still super fun to open up. We got that Ethan's Ho-Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp chases. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll bless both of our boxes with that small of luck. We opened up a whole bunch of Heatwave Arena during our Whatnot live streams. We ended up pulling 4 of the Cynthia's Garchomp SARs, which was insane. Hopefully we can pull one for the personal collection here too. Although in reality, I think I prefer the Ethan's Ho-Oh out of this set. But let me know in the comments which of the SARs from Heatwave Arena you thought was the best. And let's go ahead and get started on the first pack. Now, the fun thing about opening up Japanese sets compared to English is that you do have guarantees in each box. So for standard sets like Heatwave Arena and Team Rocket, you get 3 art rares and an SR guaranteed in a box. And unfortunately, our secret rare is already found. Arvin's Mabosstiff full art. Definitely not the outcome that we wanted, but we'll take an early SR because there is also a chance for 2 SRs per box as well. And so to pull it early does mean that we have many more chances to find a second one. But like I was saying before I got interrupted by that SR, each regular Japanese box does come with 3 guaranteed art rares and 1 guaranteed secret rare, which can be a full art like that Mabosstiff, or it can be an SAR or a gold. Obviously the SARs are what we're looking for. Those are always the top chases, the most valuable cards in the set, even though the golds are technically rarer, I believe. So we got our first art rare right there, the Crustle. Cute little crab right there. Now, those guarantees that I mentioned are only applicable to the regular sets, standard set. There are other kinds of sets. For example, Terrestrial Festival is what you would call a high-class set, which comes with 1 guaranteed SAR in the box. And then for Terrestrial specifically, it came with 3 Pokeballs and an A-Spec, of course. But other high-class sets have different guarantees. For example, V-Star Universe also had an SAR, but it also had the Hollow Energy and 3 art rares plus the Radiant, which when you think about it is a lot to jam pack into just 10 packs. But that's why I really love Rippin' V-Star and all those other high class sets, because they have a lot of heat in them. And then you have a set like 151, which is somewhere in the middle, because standard sets have 30 packs in them. High class sets typically have 10 packs in them, whereas 151 came with 20 packs. But in terms of the guarantees, it just has the regular 3 art rares plus 1 secret rare, but it does come with a bonus on top, which is that all the reverses are Pokeballs, and there is a guaranteed Master Ball per box. But as we continue into this Heatwave box, I want to see some, I was just about to mention her, some Misty's art rares. For whatever reason, they did not give Misty, first of all, they didn't feature her on the pack art at all, but they did not give her an SAR in the set, which I was super disappointed with. I expected Misty to get an SAR, maybe a Gyarados, maybe a Starmie again, something like that. But instead, she just ended up with a whole bunch of art rares, which I have to say are all gorgeous. The Lapras and the Psyduck both are amazing. So hopefully we can pull one of those in here too, or maybe that Cynthia's Roserade would be great as well. I think Heatwave definitely was kind of slept on as a set. I feel like it kind of just came and went. People were more excited about Battle Partners coming out for the initial release of the Trainer's Pokemon gimmick, and then this set kind of just fell in between that release and Team Rocket, so I feel like people weren't really paying too close of attention to it. But I actually think it might end up being the better half of Destined Rivals, because for me, Glory of Team Rocket, honestly, if I'm comparing it to Heatwave and to Battle Partners, I would put Glory of Team Rocket at the bottom. I would actually put Battle Partners first, then Heatwave, then Team Rocket, personally speaking, for all the Trainers Pokemon boxes. Maybe we'll end up doing a video where we open all 3 later on in the future. As we got a beautiful art rare right there, the Ethan's Typhlosion, very nice. I was very stoked to see Ethan featured in this set too, because I'm a huge fan of Gen 2 Gold and Silver, our Gold and Soul Silver and all that. So to see Ethan getting some love is super cool. Check that out. And we also got some love for Typhlosion. It's nice to have another starter getting some love besides the original 3 from 151. We did see some more love in Team Rocket as well for other starters. The Blaziken art rare in that set is super sick. Personally speaking though, I would love to see some other starters get some more love, because we've already had like three or four Blaziken chases in Sword and Shield, and we haven't gotten a single Mudkip, Trico art rare, Sceptile, nothing like that. Charizard, Blastoise, and all those, Venusaur, all got a whole bunch of stuff, which just makes me wonder how they decide who's going to end up getting art rares, because I feel like they have been repeating Pokemon really often. For example, we just saw that Crustle art rare in this set, which is a great card, but we did already have a Crustle art rare in Paradox Rift, so I just thought it was weird that they decided to bring another one back. Same for the Archaludon stuff and like Duraludon, and there's like half a dozen art rares, alt arts, SARs and stuff for that whole line, which I never understood. Maybe someone at, oh, there's a thumbs down from Garchomp too. Maybe someone at the Pokemon Company is just a big fan of that evolution line. But personally, I would love to see a little bit more diversity, get some other Pokemon some love. I love seeing those niche ARs come out. Stuff like Miss Magius getting an art rare and Paldea Evolved is fun. The Paldean Wooper in that set too. Paradox Rift had a lot of nice ones, like the Aegislash. Even the Cyclizar was super cool in that set. So I like to see those kinds of random Pokemon, niche Pokemon, get them some love. Timber and Twilight Masquerade is one of my favorites too. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite somewhere, right? We all know someone that has that weird Pokemon that they love. As most of you know, Dratini is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I love to see that Dragonair 151 art rare all the time. The Dragonite from Evolving Skies as well, that Sleepy Dragonite. But I want to see a Dratini art rare so bad, as we do get a beautiful one here though, the Cynthia's Roserade. Gorgeous card. I think this is going to be really popular in English too. I also don't know if we had that one yet, so I'm sure Allie's going to love that. But I believe that's our 3 art rares and guaranteed secret rare all pulled, so these last 5 packs are basically just bonus gimmies. Let's see if we pull any double hitters out of these. Ooh, Dondozo. So no double hit box, unfortunately, but a pretty nice lineup of art rares. Definitely not super excited about this SR. It might actually be the worst full art Pokemon in the set. But no worries, because we got the main attraction here, the brand new Glory of Team Rocket. Just came out this past Friday in Japan. And this set was super hyped up during pre-release. Boxes were going for over 200, and we ended up selling them around that price too. We sold out through almost 10 cases worth of boxes. But as we've been seeing, the price has been dropping pretty fast on Team Rocket. We just restocked on some more boxes, and our new price is a lot more reasonable, around 150, 160 per box. I do expect that price to continue to drop over the next couple weeks. I don't know where exactly this is going to end up landing, because sometimes these boxes do bounce back, especially when you got something as exciting as Team Rocket. The only thing with this box is I don't know if the art rares and SARs in this set are enough to carry it to that kind of a premium price. I think as soon as some of the leaks started coming out from this set, we started to see that price drop, because people realized Top Chase really isn't that amazing. Some of the art rares are also a little bit questionable. Overall, I do still think it's a great set. I think there's some awesome cards in here. Personally, I would love to get that Moltres SAR, the Ariana Trainer SAR, or the Crobat, or even the Gold Mewtwo I think is a really nice pull. But let's see if we can pull any of those hits, or if we end up just getting another dud box. Here we go, small of luck once again, and let me know in the comments as well what you guys have been thinking so far for Team Rocket. Like I said, we opened up almost 10 cases worth of booster boxes on our Whatnot streams. We actually ended up pulling a whole bunch of awesome hits. In the end, I think we ended up with 3 Mewtwo SARs, 3 Moltreses, we got 2 Crobats, 2 Nidokings, 3 Arianas, 2 of the Giovanni SARs. I think we had 3 gold jamming towers for some reason, plus 2 gold Mewtwo's and 1 gold Crobat. So rough analysis there on the pull rates for about 100 boxes worth. Obviously, some of those were also sent sealed, so those might have had extra hits in them too. Some other nice art rares in the set that I would love to pull. The Murkrow art rare with Ariana is super cool. Team Rocket's Houndoom. I think some of those illustration rares are also going to do really well in English. There are some in here that are a little bit more questionable. I don't know how popular that Team Rocket's Eradicate is going to be, for example, or even the Weezing. I think one of the big pitfalls for this set is the fact that we don't have Jesse and James, who are the 2 most iconic team members besides like Giovanni. Instead, we ended up with the video game Team Rocket executives, Petrol, Proton, Ariana, and Archer, which I was totally okay with because I recognize them from like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and stuff, but I feel like most people don't even really know who they are unless they specifically are big fans of Gen 2. And I think the set would have done a lot better if we had Jesse and James featured prominently. They definitely should have been on that Wobbuffet card, because I think Team Rocket doesn't really use Wobbuffets in the games. That's like an entirely Jesse and James thing. Oh, I think I skipped the card there. So I don't really understand why they decided to put the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet in this set if they didn't include Jesse and James. I think someone in my chat was saying, oh, nice, the Murkrow art rare. Let's go. That's exactly the one I wanted, actually. Such a gorgeous card. I love this cityscape in the background, and Ariana is just a baddie. Yeah, like I said before I got interrupted right there, someone in my chat was saying that they think the reason why they didn't feature Jesse and James is because they're no longer part of the anime, which if that is the case, I don't really watch the anime much anymore, so I don't know if it's true or not. But if it is the case, then I would still be a little confused because they could still make this just like a nostalgia set. I feel like, oh, you got Arboliva. I feel like Pokemon has no problem tugging at our nostalgia strings, so I don't personally buy it. I think they just honestly did not want to include them for some other reason. I've seen some conspiracy theories that they purposely try to make a less exciting set in order to suppress some of the hype, because we are in a crazy market right now. Things are not great for Pokemon in terms of the public perception, but personally I also don't subscribe to that theory because one, these sets are usually made way in advance. All these art rares and stuff are already designed way before the sets come out, as we got an Orbeetle art rare. This is another weird one for me because Team Rocket does not use Orbeetles. I definitely think Orbeetle is a good fit for Team Rocket, but they weren't in Sword and Shield. They haven't been around. They've never been seen to use an Orbeetle, so it's just kind of weird for me. But like I was saying, these sets are designed and finalized way before they come out, so I doubt that that's the reason why the set ended up the way it did. I think overall it was just sort of high expectations that we had after an insane bull run with Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, and then all the trainers Pokemon coming back. Like I was mentioning in my previous video, which by the way you should check out after watching this one, but it does seem like Journey Together also did not have the best reception in the States. Seems like overall people are less excited about that set, which makes sense. It is a small set considering it was only Battle Partners translated into English with a couple other Japanese cards from theme decks and things like that. This set, however, mixing with Heatwave Arena to create Destined Rivals is going to be a little bit different. That set is going to be pretty big, over 250 cards I believe, so it'll be a lot more similar to Surging Sparks, Paldea Evolve, and that kind of chase. So I do expect the set to perform a lot better than Journey Together did in English. Plus the ETB is just super sick design. It's got that Team Rocket logo and stuff. I'm gonna definitely keep a couple ETBs sealed just for my personal collection because that is such a great ETB design, and they've honestly been cooking with the ETBs lately. The Journey Together one is great. Prismatic, obviously, with the EV on it is amazing. So I'm stoked to get that in the mail. Unfortunately for consumers and collectors, I do expect the set to be pretty expensive still. We're seeing pre-orders around $250 for a booster box, which is absurd. We'll see how much it drops after release, but I do honestly expect it to stay around $200 per box for a while. We got the Mewtwo EX. This is a sick regular EX, by the way. One of the best just plain EXs that they've ever done. And I'm not too sure if this is the same EX as the one in the promo box that's coming out, but that promo box also looks amazing, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But like I said, I do expect this set to be pretty expensive in English, but if you do want a chance to get some at MSRP, you should definitely check out our Discord server because we do have MSRP drops for every new release that comes out. We're a pretty small store, and we don't have a storefront, so we don't get super big allocations, but the allocations that we do get, we always reserve at least half, if not more, for MSRP drops. So like I said, make sure to join our Discord. Link is on the screen, discord.gg/AriPokemon. So we got our final art rare right here, the Clamperl. Another beauty in this set. I did already have it, but it is such a cute card that I'm not mad to get another one. And that's our 3 art rares down. So now we're just looking for our 1 guaranteed secret rare in the box. I'm praying that we get an SAR. And we do not get an SAR. Unfortunately, it is just a full art trainer. I believe this one is Proton, I think. I have a hard time remembering which is which, but I believe Proton is the green-haired one. But unfortunately, not the best secret rare once again, but we still have 6 more packs for Team Rocket, so hopefully we have a double hitter in this box. Let's see. Nidoking. Nothing. Still pretty stoked about those art rares, but that's gonna do it for our opening today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.